Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live! Yeah.
Golden lights and dancing on my skin, making love to melanin. Hey, in the early hours when the dew is kissing door walls, breaking, and it's our morning song. Melodies from deities singing along, singing along. Our morning song. Melodies from deities. Listen, rivers are bathing me, springs hydrating me, oceans are flavoring, so in my hair to my feet. And I'm not scared of the dark. I got the cross of the southern sky, guiding my deepest nights, multitudes holding my spine. We gon' be fine, yeah. Melodies from deities singing along, singing along. Our morning song. Melodies from deities singing along, singing along. Our morning song. Melodies from, sing it with me now. B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N. Melodies from deities singing. B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N. Melodies from deities singing. B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N. Melodies from, one more time. B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N, B-R-O-W-N. Melodies from deities singing along, singing along. Our morning song. Melodies from deities singing along, singing along. Our morning song. Melodies from deities sing, yeah.
Absolutely stunning start to this live session here on Radioactive.fm. Kia ora koutou katoa. If you're listening in from across the motu, welcome to the live room here at Radioactive.fm. Active Live, made with support, of course, from our friends at NZ On Air Music. Today we are joined by the incredible Jordyn With A Y. Kia ora, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, tēnā koe, o tira kia koutou e whakarongo mai ana. Thank you everyone for having us.
It is so lovely having you and your crew here. Would you like to start by introducing yourself and your crew?
Yeah, of course. My name is Jordyn with a Y. I'll start over here with my incredible BV section. We've got Hope, we've got Gigi, and then we'll slide over this way. We've got our band, Eugene on the gat, we've got Ollie on the drums, Maya Marama on the bass, we've got Kioni back here on the keys, and then another keys with Andrew, and we are cool.
You are indeed. I can second that. Hey, it's so awesome having you here and so awesome to catch you while you're in Te Whanganui Tara. I'm very excited to chat to you about the wonderful Te Papa event that you're playing tonight.
Yes.
But let's start off right at the beginning. Tell me about how you began your musical journey, Jordyn, from the beginnings, singing in churches and singing, with your whānau, and then to today.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very typical Polynesian story. We all just grow up in church and then have to sing. And so, yeah, we just, my family kind of ran like the worship team, and so I grew up doing a lot of singing in church and have just kind of taken that background and leaned it into my own songs and songwriting. And It's been a fun journey.
Yeah, I can imagine. So when did you go from singing in collective spaces like churches to creating a solo performance and creating your own music?
Probably, I think 2020, when we were all going crazy, made me some kind of brave to start posting things online. And then from there, reached out to a producer friend that I knew, Nick Manders, shout out, he's so lovely, who helped me create my first single. And honestly, like, with no rule book, I just made it up. Like, Googled how do you release a song and followed it. And then, now here we are at Radioactive.
Hey, welcome. What an awesome trajectory you've had from 2020 to now. That's absolutely incredible. Has there been a moment where you transitioned from the casual writing of music that you were doing into the sustainable career that you now have? Was there sort of a tangible moment for you there that you noticed?
Yeah, I would say like 2022 Reo Māori Song Hubs that was curated by Beck Runga, but as a kaupapa was initiated by Whaia Hinewehi Mohi, the Dame, if you will.
Absolutely incredible.
Who's really opened up so many doors for a lot of emerging Māori artists. I think that was a definite turning point for my songwriting and then to really pursue this as a career.
An absolutely incredible woman. And you've taken part in a few projects with her, the Waiata Anthems as well. Tell us about your working relationship with them, Hinewehi Mohi.
I think her whole mission, which is to, one, normalise te reo Māori, and then two, to be really supporting emerging Māori artists, it's been such an easy kaupapa to jump on board. So for me, I just feel really lucky to be a part of it, just invited into these kaupapa spaces to really songwrite, make friends with some incredible other amazing Māori artists who are doing such different styles of music, but really taking te reo Māori into those spaces. And we just feel like a part of this wave. Yeah.
It's incredible to watch. I think that it's so true. The wave imagery is so poignant there. There has been such a surge in music with Reo Māori and also just general Te Ao Māori Waiata that's come out recently. And I know you've been on your own journey with Te Reo Māori. Can you tell us a bit about that journey, how you began, learning your own language?
Yeah, because I didn't grow up speaking Te Reo Māori, so my tāne and I decided that we wanted to raise our kids speaking Māori. And then I had my eldest son. He was about 2 years old and he was really eloquent in Te Reo Pākehā, like he was speaking really quickly. And I think we just realized that we needed to action those dreams, the things that we desired, where all of a sudden, we were like running out of time because kid is 2 years old, and and so we got into a full immersion school where we learned Te Reo Māori every day and have just been on that waka, like we're still students of Te Reo Māori, and we've just been on that same kaupapa ever since. Made incredible friends and family and turned our household into a Reo Māori speaking household.
What a beautiful mission to be on. And going from that to being a kayako in your own right, I think that's an incredible journey. And I've heard you talk in various interviews in the past about the sense of almost frustration you felt during that journey and during that learning experience. And I think that's something that a lot of young, rangatahi Māori are feeling when they go through that journey. Do you have any advice for them when they are in that process?
Yeah, I think everything is hard, Like learning Te Reo Māori is hard. Not speaking Māori is hard. So you just have to choose which hard you want. Like, which hard do you want to live with? Because they're both awful. Like, they're both journeys that you have to take. They're both choices, hard choices. And, pick your hard.
I think that's, picking your almost battles, I suppose. Yeah, that's a really interesting way of putting it. Do you find that you, being a Te Reo Māori kayako, has changed your relationship with the language and with teaching others?
Yeah, I have to do more homework. It's amazing. It's to me, I just see this whole journey as like it's all part of revitalization, and so I just see like some people don't have the time to do as much, as I can give to Te Reo Māori, but just learning one kupu every day, like you're a part of the movement, and so that's what all it feels like to me is like whatever I'm doing in my life, I hope that it's contributing to this massive revitalization movement and I can look across at someone else who's giving the most in their own capacity, and we're all on the same waka. It's very inspiring.
Beautiful. I talk about that a lot. That's a beautiful way of sharing and creating space for everyone involved. I think that's beautiful. Should we have another song continuing in?
Yes.
Wonderful. What have we got next up on the playlist?
This one, this one is called Reia, which dropped a couple of weeks ago.
Ooh.
So let's have fun.
Very exciting.
Ooh. summer love into the sunrise. Ah, yeah, I'm all about it. Ooh, you're looking like you wanna draw me in. Where I got to figure and I outline. Ah, yeah. We don't get your vibe in the moonlight, swing to the beat and a bass line, sipping on liquor, it's a good time. You know I'm just a girl from the south side. You should make a move if you feel like. Eyes following me all night. Raya, raya, karaya, ay, ay, fire, my, ay, ay. Let me see the stars again. Raya, raya, karaya, ay, ay, fire, my, ay, ay. Let me see the stars again. Heke kote wera wera, kapiki kote mana pareka, kote koko mea eura mai, neke neke nuku nuku mai, ah yeah. Pare moana koa nipa, ki te tonga mai o tera, sipi sipi ana i te kaua. Pioi mai ana, rewa runga rā ko hina, tupu ko te whakamanea. Reia, reia, ka reia, ai, ai, whaia mai, ai, ai. Reia, reia, ka reia, ai, ai, whaia mai, ai, ai.
Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for that. If you're just joining us here on the Active Airwaves 88.6, we're here with the wonderful Jordyn with a Y. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. I really appreciate something I'm really keen to chat to you about. I think you approach your lyricism in your music, particularly with a sense of openness and vulnerability that I find really beautiful and quite scary to think about sharing that kind of lyrical content. And I'd love you to talk a bit about why and how you decide to write what you write, the process you go through when it comes to lyrical content and writing that.
Yeah, I think lyrics are some of my favorite parts of songwriting, and to be honest, I think in life in general, I'm always like a cutter girl, so I love to find the jokes and the laughs and whatnot. But I think in songwriting, that's like where I find my softness. That's like where you can actually see kind of what I'm thinking or experiencing. So I think it's a real cool skill to piece together lines that then you can unpack, and there are whole stories in them. It's what our tupuna did, so it's nothing new. I'm not inventing the wheel. I'm just like carrying on what they all did.
That's beautiful. Do you find a sense of catharsis in sharing that content? Do you find it scary to share that content? How do you feel when you're releasing and going through that process with this kind of lyrics?
I always have to eat mean kai for comfort because yeah, it is scary. It's scary because you just don't know how people respond to it, or I don't know. I just don't want to be like, I don't want to be seen, but I do. So I don't know what that is.
It's hard to find a balance, particularly with, you share incredible content on social media as well, and it can differ. You're quite comedic on social media. You've got a lot of funny, quips and clips and awesome stuff going on there. And I can imagine it's quite a different thing to share that versus sharing, as you say, the kind of more soft and vulnerable stuff that you share through your music. Do you approach those two things quite differently in terms of the creative process?
To be honest, no. That's all from the same place. I think that's just love and justice. We just exist And we're all of those things. Like, we're funny and we're also very deep, and we've got justice as our backbone. And I think it really does come from the same place. And I think it's very reflective of like our atua anyway, like all of our stories.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I totally agree. Do you find that there's a sense of responsibility in what you're sharing to your audience, to your te puna, to your wider whānau?
Yeah, I think so. I think I feel, because I'm a mum first, so I feel really responsible, one, to be making sure that whatever my contribution is pushing forward a conversation, so that what my kids are, what I'm dreaming of, that's just what my kids, that's their playground, and that they're dreaming of other things beyond my own capacity. So I feel that as a responsibility, but not in a overwhelming way. I think I feel it as an inspiration, like every day I want to be doing that.
Creates a sort of drive within you, I can imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful. Now, I know sort of we slightly touched on this when you first started, but you grew up in the church, your father was a pastor, and you yourself have a degree in theology, which I think is absolutely
You
incredible.
did research.
You got it, you got it. But I'd love to hear a bit about how faith and religion in general affects you and the music you make and the creative output that you do.
Yeah. That is like a lifetime. That's like the whole journey of my whole life. I think I grew up with faith and religion in a way, so it's kind of woven into my whakapapa in that way. But my journey of reclamation has actually been, like people in church talk about their salvation stories, the things that really turn their lives around from, it's very black and white, from evil to good and whatnot. And for me, Te Reo Māori is that, like, reclaiming my language has absolutely turned my life around, changed my life, gave it new purpose and meaning. And so I think I get to take some of those skills that I learned growing up in those church spaces, how to build team, how to make sure that we're bringing our whānau, how to make sure everyone is winning, that you treat your people like family, that you make sure that you are not just focusing on your own dreams, but you want to know, how can I help you pursue your own dreams? And I think those skills are things that I've grown up with in my own family, and I've been able to take them from those experiences growing up in church and kind of, implement them in our band and in this music career. But yeah, it's a whole internal kōrero, because I'm very like anti-colonization, and I'm not blind to the entanglement between Christianity and colonization, and there's a deep resentment for that, because I'm personally affected by it. But at the same time, I don't know, there's nuances, I guess. You learn how to untangle every day. I guess that's the space that I'm in.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I definitely, I can imagine the, the vastness of that nuance and that entanglement there with bringing, Te Ao Māori and the Māori worldview into Christianity. And you do write about, atua Māori and deities, in beautiful songs like Brown Melodies, for instance. Yeah. How do you balance the, Te Ao Māori view of deities and atua and Christianity?
No, I don't. I'm just Māori. Like, I'm not worried about balance. I'm not worried about trying to uphold Christianity. I'm just fully like, I cannot change about myself that I'm Māori, but I can choose a religion or a belief. Do you know what I mean? So to me, my journey is I'm full ball into my identity, the thing that's tangible, the thing that I'm pursuing. And whatever remains true will reveal itself. That's what I think.
Beautiful. I talk with that. So changing tact slightly.
Sorry.
No, you're doing a great job. I love hearing it.
Not the preaching.
Not preaching in the slightest, honestly. You're speaking the truth. So changing tact slightly, you recently were in Canada, is that right? For the wonderful International Indigenous Music Summit alongside people like Mohi Ure and Swizzle Jaeger.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that experience. How was that for you?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. I'm still like kind of jet lagged. Like I can't tell if it's night or day. But it was such an incredible experience to be connected to other Indigenous artists who are kind of on the same, we're all on the same journey, just on a global scale. It was incredible to network, to meet other artists who are doing what we're doing here, just in their own context. And also, like, was incredible to see how hungry people are outside of Aotearoa for Waiata Reo Māori. They love our language, they love our music, And I was just so proud of my mates. Like everyone who showcased there just did incredibly well. And yeah, I hope more comes from it.
How incredible and amazing that, yeah, I totally agree. It's amazing that, the language coming from Aotearoa in the sort of South Pacific on these little islands can make it all the way to Canada and be so loved and so, considered in that. I think that's really cool. And I am sure that must have been quite an amazing feeling of collectiveness and whānau amongst the people that were there.
Yeah, for sure. It was, I think, because I've been to a couple of other trade shows before, and I think this just felt so much more grounded, like started with ceremony, ended with ceremony. It was really with the intention to connect, and I think that's the difference. And honestly, we go further together, so it was a beautiful trip.
Beautiful. I'm so glad to hear that. And thank you for being here despite the jet lag.
Oh, all good. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. Should we have another tune?
Yes. This one is a cover of Sleepwalker by Emily King. Should be fun.
Very exciting. Looking forward to it.
Something in the night is calling me. Turn the light on. Something about the night that makes you see what you don't want. I think about it every time I sleep. There is someone creeping at me, swear they haunting me, telling me run. Ooh, I feel my body move without me again. Ooh, like a sleepwalker, getting closer to him, getting closer to him. I think I might be going crazy now. Someone stop me. Forgot to lock the door to keep me in. Didn't hide the key. I feel the cold air, I feel the dirt under my toes. Something tells me that I'm far away and I'm not alone. Ooh, I feel my body move without me again. Ooh, like a sleepwalker, getting closer to him. Ooh, I feel my body move without me again. Ooh, like a sleepwalker, getting closer to him, getting closer to him. Now we're alone. Whispers disturb a quiet home. No one will know. No one, darling, come close. Ooh, I feel my body move without me again. Ooh, like a sleepwalker, getting closer to him. Ooh, I feel my body move without me again. Ooh, like a sleepwalker, getting closer to him. Say, I gotta hold you. I gotta hold you. Yeah, I gotta hold you. Say, I gotta hold you. Whoa, said I feel my body. Said it's moving without me. Feel my body, and I can't keep on. Move without me again. Whoa, I gotta hold you. Say, I gotta hold you. I gotta hold you.
Absolutely stunning. Thank you, team. If you're just joining us here on the Active Airwaves, you're here on 88.6, and we're joined in the live room by the wonderful one and only Jordyn with a Y. So great having you here. And I'm going to fangirl out a little bit right now, but I loved seeing you perform at the 2024 Aotearoa Music Awards. I thought you looked absolutely incredible. Your outfit was just ridiculously amazing, and you and Mohi together was so incredible. Tell us a bit about that experience. What's it like for you being nominated in those awards, and how do you feel in general about Māori-specific awards at things like the Aotearoa Music Awards?
Yeah, that was such an incredible privilege. I can't believe we did that. Like, all of us, we did that. Wow. I think because I've been so busy in the last month, like, you just do something and then you look back and you're like, did we just? But I felt so lucky. That was my first Aotearoa Music Awards. And so it was cool to, one, be able to perform, two, to be able to celebrate Whae Hinewehi, and three, to do it with like a whole band. Like, we rocked up. That was so fun. And then to be nominated in those categories, I don't know, it's just cherry on top. I think Te Reo Māori wins at the end of the day, and everyone that was in those categories was so deserving. Tawaroa absolutely deserved those wins, and what his contribution is to the normalisation and revitalisation of our reo is, that was just a small tohu, I think, that reflects his actual mahi that he puts in. So I was so happy to see my mates win.
Beautiful. Yeah, I totally agree. I think super well-deserved wins, super well-deserved nominations. The whole crew involved were just incredible. How do you just mentioned there something I find really intriguing, the concept of balancing and taking time and taking a moment to actually, celebrate the successes that you've had, and you've had so many recently. Do you have any strategies or ways to do that, to actually take that time for yourself?
Probably not. I think, to be honest, no. Someone tell me what to do. Yeah.
Shout outs to the audience if anyone has any ideas. Let Jordyn know.
Tell me how to do it.
Well, you should, because you've done some incredible things, especially for the last wee while, and I think you definitely deserve to give yourself a little pat on the back there.
Yeah.
Now, you are performing, you're down here in Te Whanganui-a-Tara performing at Te Papa's Matariki After Dark event. Tell us a bit about that event. You're performing alongside the wonderful Māori Mermaid and the House of Marama, absolute icons in the Wellington scene.
Love that.
Tell us a bit about what that event's going to be like.
It's going to be fun. We're just going to be jamming like a 45-minute set. We're going to have some funky tunes and playing it in Te Papa, which is a beautiful space. And yeah, we're just gonna have some fun. Whakanui I a Matariki, just to celebrate this time and season, and yeah, hopefully bring everyone out.
Beautiful. Now, do you have any like Matariki traditions that you and your whānau take part in, I should say?
I think going home has become a tradition, like going back home to Whaingaroa. And the last kind of couple of years we've been so busy, so getting to go back home is really, we don't do it enough, but that's kind of something that we want to be implementing a lot more.
Beautiful. Are you going back home for Matariki this year?
No, I'll be working. Ask any other Māori.
You're too
we'll
in
be
demand, You're just too in demand. You gotta take that.
It'll be fun though. For the kaupapa.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, awesome. Now, my final question for you today, Jordyn, and thank you so much for joining me, you and your wonderful band, for this afternoon. What do you hope that people take away from the performance you're doing at Te Papa tonight?
I hope you get to see, I don't know, like a cool vision for Te Reo Māori music in like a R&B and soul space. I hope you come and have a kani. I hope if you're coming on a date night, I hope it goes well for you. If you're coming with your family, I hope your kids are well behaved. I hope you just have fun. Hope you have a good time.
Beautiful. I tōtoko that. And I feel like you are that R&B Te Reo Māori excellence that you're talking about just there.
Oh,
anyway, so
thank you.
People are getting a little preview today.
Love that.
Wonderful. So we go out with a final song.
Yes, this final song is a little unreleased song called Haumiri, and it's a bedroom banger, if you will.
Ooh, here first on Radioactive.fm. Kia ora to you all. Thank you so much for being here, and a huge shout out going out to our friends at NZ On Air Music for this as well.
stay in sync with me. Your eyes beholding me. I'm right where you want me, settling. Homiri, ane takukiri. Hey, piri mai taku, hey tawhiri. I'll be wherever you want me. Say I'll be wherever you want me. Kanapa napa koko urite hayata kakorite kokota kite tarayo rahiri kite tarayo rahiri. Ngataie pakoko ingarote koingo. Don't let these curses sink into the fine lines of your mind. The words roll off your tongue, and light is sure to come. Homiri, ane takukiri. Hey, piri mai taku, hey tawhiri. I'll be wherever you want me. Said I'll be wherever you want me. I'll be wherever you want me. Say I'll be wherever you want me. Say I'll be.
Active Live. Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.